Greetings everyone, this is Josh Galvin with tizish.com, and on this tutorial right now, what I'm going to show you is Craigslist ads. I'm going to focus on Craigslist, and I'm going to show you specifically what makes one Craigslist ad convert better than another. And I guess what I'm really going to address is I get asked a lot of times by real estate agents. I get asked, how could I improve my Craigslist conversion? And aside from doing all the whole Craigslist campaigns right, like with posting many times throughout the day, not just at one bundle, meaning doing one posting every hour versus doing 10 postings in 1 hour and so forth, and kind of splitting up your listings, all these other strategies, using good headlines. Aside from all those basics, we still have agents that ask me all the time. They say, I'm doing all the Craigslist strategy how I'm supposed to, but yet they're still getting minimal conversion, or they're getting no conversion. So what I started thinking was, what do their websites look like that are being landed on? All right. So here's exactly what I want to do on this tutorial. I'm going to click through ads, and I actually have about six tabs open on my browser right now anyhow, because I didn't want to take too much time searching for nothing. But I just now randomly went, today's the 13th of Monday, I basically went on Craigslist at this time at 4 o'clock p.m. West Coast time, and I started clicking through these ads one by one as if I was a consumer. And what I did is I pulled up a variety of different ads. I'm clicking through them right here. A variety of different ads that basically link to an outside website to capture the lead. Now, I love this strategy for Craigslist, and I think it's one of the best for Craigslist actually, but that depends on having a good website that they click through to, meaning if I'm on this site and I click on this link and I'm a visitor, does this website that I'm about to click on actually convert me really good? I'm going to go over that part of this Craigslist conversion, because everyone's doing Craigslist now. Everyone's doing a system that should be getting leads, but where everyone's messing up on is on the websites that they try to capture the leads on. So this is what I'm going to address on this tutorial. So anyhow, I'm not going to go through this list. I already just did that with about 5 ads, as you just see me scrolling through here. I'm going to go through each website here, each ad, and I'm going to act like the consumer, and I'm going to show you the kind of things that they think, just so you can better understand how to make a better lead converting page. Alright, so here's this ad right here. Orange County foreclosed homes that must sell, free listings. Right? And then it pulls up this image that says, don't miss out on a great deal, get a free list with pics of foreclosures, etc. And it sounds really good. Or call toll free. And that's good that there's a toll free, but we're talking about websites only. So if I'm a consumer and I click on this ad, here's the website that's going to come up. One second, it didn't go up. Let's do it one more time. Alrighty,
distress sales resulting from bank foreclosures often represent a great way to get a fantastic deal on a home.
Okay,
but until now, it hasn't been easy for the average homeowner to find these deals.
Okay,
A new computerized service automatically searches out and downloads a current list of distressed properties, bank foreclosures, fixer-uppers, and undervalued properties. If you would like to subscribe to this free, no-obligation service, simply fill out the form below. You'll be automatically
there. So now, see how this website, it loaded up, and it starts talking to me, and it was very hard for me just to find where the mute button is. That's distracting, because you had to think about this. As a visitor, especially during the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., what's the likelihood that I'm somewhere that I shouldn't be on Craigslist necessarily, meaning work, right? What if I'm at work, I'm a regular consumer, I'm at work, and I'm going through Craigslist ads, I'm going through homes, and this comes up and it's really loud. What am I going to do as a consumer at work? I'm going to hit the back button right away. I'm going to get out of there, because I don't know where to find the mute button unless it's loud and clear. So that's the first mistake with this site that I would not do. The second one, as I go through this, is on the Craigslist ad that we see here. On the Craigslist ad itself, it tells us to get a free list and get a free list with pics and all this stuff. But yet on the website here, we don't see an example of what am I going to get. Can I see an example as a visitor? That's the kind of things that I will also be thinking. But I have the sign-up form here. Now, the likelihood of me filling out this sign-up form without first seeing what exactly am I going to get is going to be very minimal. Now, I don't know who made this site. I'm not trying to pick on anybody. Same thing with the next sites I go over. But basically, this right here is an example of a site that it may convert, because at least the landing page focuses on talking about the same things like distressed sales that the ad talked about. But It's asking them to give something without ever getting anything first in return. That's where you're going to lose a lot of people. So on your Craigslist website, if you're asking for information without first telling them or showing them or letting them feel like they're going to get something the second they hit submit, then your conversion is going to decrease dramatically. Think about your behavior online. Imagine if you went to go sign up for something, and then what you clicked on said sign up for this, and you're expecting to see it. Like maybe you sign up for a free real estate marketing report, and before you could even see a sample of the marketing report, it's asking you to sign up. The likelihood of you filling that out without knowing what's going to happen next is very minimal. Same thing with consumers that shop on Craigslist. So keep that in mind. This was this site. I'm going to go ahead and X out of it now, and let's go to our next ad. Okay, here's our next ad. It says short sale assistance, free rental placement service, and then it has this nice image. It's a good image, and it focuses on the main items. And let's say if I'm a consumer now, I click on it, and here I am on this page. Now on this page, it's kind of similar to the other one. It doesn't have that loud, the music, the noise that just comes on, the sound, but at least it breaks down a lot of good information about short sales and so forth. And it talks about the short sale program, so it pretty much does all that stuff. But again, just like the previous page, it's asking to sign up for stuff without ever telling them or showing the consumer what are they going to exactly get. What I would do to make your conversion much better on this page is have a big button here or a big item that says download a free sample report or download a free something. Give them something that they could download for free without having to fill out. That's going to make them more likely to want to fill out the actual page that they're going to contact you with. Because here's the reason why. A lot of people will say, no, that's not the case. But in reality, do the testing. It is the case. That is the case because on Craigslist, let's just go to Craigslist. On all these ads, how many people are also doing the same thing as this site here? And that's not a bad thing. That's just the nature of the business. There's a lot of competition, obviously. But how many people are doing ads like this, or I'm sorry, ads like this that take them to a website like similar to this where the consumer has to fill something out? Loads of people, which means one simple thing. The consumers, the visitors of Craigslist are familiar with this. They're used to seeing websites that ask for information without first giving them something in return. And that's nothing special then to them, meaning these pages with all the stuff that they're saying they're going to get is nothing special because they've seen it before. Everyone else is saying the same thing. So you need to now go one step farther. And what you have to do is give them a free report. Give them a reason to want to fill this out other than this general information, which everyone else is also saying. So you have to give one more reason, and then that's going to likely compel them to fill it out. All right, give them an added reason to register. That's the purpose. Don't be. You have to be a purple cow. Don't be like everyone else is. So that's what I would recommend on this ad. All right, I would have download a free report here, something like that. All right, and now I'm gonna get out of there. And now let's go to our next site. Here's the next Craigslist ad. Short sales and approved short sales. It's targeting buyers. And then now right here, search Orange County short sales and bank foreclosures. Free search with instant access. So let's see now when I click on this link. Let's see if it sticks to its word about free search and instant access. And immediately when I first land on this page, I think it's really good so far. It's really good because look at the big centered focus. It's telling me exactly what I was expecting when I clicked through. It's clicking me through. It's giving me a quick paragraph, not a novel. It's giving me a quick paragraph about what I'm expecting to read more about. And now when I scroll down, it actually did what it said. It gave me free search to listings and everything. So this is actually a good website. I think this is a good conversion. It is a good page that's going to definitely attract a lot of visitors. And now let's just say if I clicked on some, let's go through some examples. Let's say I clicked on Orange County short sales for Costa Mesa. Yeah, this is a really good site. This is going to bring targeted traffic because now me as a consumer, I clicked on their Craigslist ad looking for short sales and expecting to see a list of short sales, but at least I have the criteria, which is awesome. So this is a good website because it gives me exactly what was promised to me. Let's see how the lead capture is now. So let's say I click on this property. I'm clicking any random one. Yeah, this is a great one. Whoever site this is a great example of a landing page because now there's a schedule showing, request for info. It's still free, just like promised. So me as a visitor, I'm going to definitely use this site a lot. So this is a great example of a site because it gives them exactly what they were expecting. All right, so that was a good one. Hopefully that kind of helped explain it. Just to kind of recap, one good thing about it right from the start was the headline told me exactly. It let me know that I'm in the same ballpark of what I clicked on, and it gives me everything. It gives me everything without asking anything from me in return first. That's the key thing. That's going to help conversion. This is a good one. Now we get out of there. Let's look at our next ad. Here's our next ad here, and let's say this is about bank-owned, one-of-a-kind. Looking for distressed sales and foreclosures. Here's a free list with pictures of all distressed sales and bank foreclosures. Go to this link here. So I went ahead and clicked on the link, and now I'm here on this site, and here's my promise. The reason for me as a consumer to click on that link was because I was told I was going to get a free list of bank-owned foreclosures and so forth. So when I come to this site, I agree with this information, and then here I am again with a gatekeeper page. All right, let's go ahead and ignore that. That's one of my partners. But anyhow, on this site, again, me as a consumer, I'm expecting to see at least an example of what does this list look like, because I don't want to fill this out when I don't want to hit submit without knowing what am I going to get exactly when I hit submit. If me as a consumer, I'm giving a stranger my information that basically lets them contact me and email me, I better know what it's for. What am I going to actually get out of it? This won't let me know that. So likely, a lot of people that land on this page are hitting back and they're leaving. You might get 1 out of 50 leads or one out of like 50 clicks, but you could probably get way more clicks by showing them, once again, a big button here or a big example here, or maybe a big example here that says, here's an example of what kind of list you're going to receive, and let me as a consumer see what will I get for signing up. That's the key thing. I hope you're understanding that theme. I need to see what I'm gonna get before I'm gonna ever click on submit. All right. So that's that site. We have 2 more, and then we're done here. So here's the next one. It's called "Take a Look at Our Rent-to-Own Deals, Low Payments," and then it has a good image ad that kind of it sounds compelling. Bad credit is okay. The worst is better. Huge list of homes. Down payment assistance. It sounds pretty good. So let's click on it, and then let's see how the website is. Here's the website. Constantly growing list of rent-to-own homes in California. No bank credit is needed. Constantly growing. Same thing. Low down payments. Enter your email. And then good as a privacy setting. So this one is good. I actually like this one. It's good in that you're email harvesting. It's great in generating a list. All right. And I like it because it's a nice, clean website, and it has good pictures that focus on what the type of consumer would be feeling and thinking in this situation. And since I'm not getting an example, since I don't see an example to see what am I going to actually get, what do these lists look like, at least the form is not requesting too much information. That's the other kicker. On the previous sites, on this same tutorial that I was showing you, the contact form or the lead inquiry forms were asking so much information, but yet it wasn't giving me a reason to want to register, meaning it wasn't showing me an example. This site does the opposite. Although it doesn't show me an example of what I'm going to get when I click on Get My List, it at least doesn't require me to enter all this information. So the likelihood of me filling this out is very easy, because how many steps is it? 1 step. I just enter my email at email.com, and I click on Get My List, and I'm all set. So this is actually a good site, and this is a good idea. If you guys are just focusing on email harvesting, then this is a really good idea that I would definitely look at and try to incorporate into your business in some way. All right. Now, one good idea real quick is I would copy this exact same feel of this site, maybe make 1 page on your WordPress site that says get a free list of foreclosures or something like that, and then give them an example, but make the sign up only their email as well. And then make that clear. Tell them you only need to sign up by email. We will not harass you. And see how it does a quick privacy? This is important. You need the privacy to be loud and clear for them in order to get their trust. All right, so I like this one. I thought this was good. The next and final one is here, and immediately when I see this one, I already know this is one of our Tizish clients doing it. And basically, this is their promise. Click here to search the MLS for all listings in Anaheim. So let's say you click on this ad, and it's going to open up their website. All right, now I know some of you might be thinking, well, it said Anaheim, but this says Irvine. Well, that's just because their campaign, they're probably doing loads of different cities and testing and so forth. But let's just focus on the fact that it said click and to search the MLS for all properties or whatever the case was. Now this is the site. Let's see the marketing messages. It focuses on finding homes. Yes, it does. View every type of property in Irvine. And it kind of gives me an idea. And now when I scroll down, here I am right on my search